What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Trouble here. I wanted to do a video commending all of the players from big to small because I get a lot of mail saying that, uh, well, I don't feel like I do enough because I'm not big. You always have a key role in everything that you do, whether it's moral support, whether it's defense, whether it's attacks, whether it's helping out with resources. Everybody has a role and everybody does a part. They can't say that they don't. The only time that I ever don't mind whenever somebody quits the game is whenever they've never chatted, they've never helped out, they've never done anything. They just sit and build power, and then all of a sudden one day they get zeroed out or something like that, and then they're like, oh well, I'm done. That's the only time that I really don't make too much of a fuss. Whenever I see somebody that's always there, that's always helping out, that finally says, hey, I've had enough. This game is supposed to be relaxing. I understand. Anyways, people like Insanities. This guy right here, he is amazing. He is funny. He helps out a lot. You know, never a dull moment with him. Whenever he does talk, he don't really talk all the time, but whenever he does talk, it's always got some kind of message. Kava, he's helped me out more than you can ever imagine. He's taught me about statistics. He's taught me about troop formations. Him and I have came so far together. We met each other when we were level 26, and all of a sudden, we both got zeroed out at the same time by the same person, and we started comparing statistics and started working together, and after all of that, it was all history. He has helped me out more than anybody that I can think of in this game. People like Cookie is a good dude. He's from UK, and he has always been a decent leader. Always fought for what was right, regardless of whether or not he was up against a ton of power or not. He's always spoke his mind. QQ, this lady right here probably knows more about troop formations than anybody that I've ever met in the game. She's always sending me mail saying, hey, what you did was great, but send a little bit less of this. This negates this. This, whenever you send this, it helps out. She's always there, and she's a fountain of information. Weedy Love, he's a good guy. He's always been there. He's always been willing to help out whenever he can. Marat, he's a good dude. Kylene, he changed his name for some reason, but he's always been there. He's always been a good guy. He's always fought for what he believed in, regardless of whether or not, he was on the winning side or losing side. And he's if he likes you, he will lose everything for you. War 23, he's an African gentleman, and he's made it up in power and everything, and I believe he's a P3, and this man hasn't spent hardly any money because his system is messed up. The money is messed up in Africa right now. So yeah, he's come a long ways without spending very much money, and I commend everybody for that. If you make it to P5 without spending very much money, that's something that I could never do. I'll tell you the truth. That's something that I could never do. I spent a lot of money because I wanted to see people like him come up spending less, and that's why I started doing YouTube videos, because my mistakes, I don't want them to be somebody else's. And that's a little something about me. I do YouTube videos from my cell phone. I've done this. I played this game solely from my cell phone this whole time. I've done YouTube videos from it and everything like that. I don't know anything about editing. I've got people that mail me from other kingdoms, from other games even, that want to donate and help me out and stuff. I mean, I don't know how to set up a donation site. I don't know how to do any of that. If somebody's willing to teach me, how to do live streams, or if a video is more than 15 minutes, I'd be more than willing to learn and more than willing to work with you and try to figure that out. But yeah, it's all about helping people to learn. The whole reason that I created this channel. It's kind of like that's why Daydreams gives me shouts out. Because I'm interested in helping people out. But yeah, Menoris, he's always been an excellent leader. He is the peacemaker in UNN. Like he always comes on, and it don't matter if there's huge arguments on Kingdom Chat or whatever. He will come on and he'll say something to try to lighten up the mood. He never tries to be really negative. But yeah, Zabby is always funny. He's always trying to lighten up the mood as well. A lot of these guys are smaller castles. They don't really play. Big. They don't really put big money in, and that's a great thing. They all do their part, and some of them mail me sometimes, and they feel like they don't. But trust me, if you are watching this video, there's so much. Whenever you private mail me and give me support, whenever you are willing to sacrifice a whole march, for reinforcements to anybody, that really, it means a lot to everybody. It helps everybody out, regardless of whether you win or lose. It's all about helping out and camaraderie and brotherhood. We've come a long ways. From enemies to friends to enemies to friends. R-Cube, he's the first 31 million power castle that I've seen that's a P2. That's not in beta or anything like that. That man has put so much into power. He could be a P5 by now. I don't understand it, but I think that what he's trying to do is he's trying to build a P5 stopper. So we'll find out in Ancient Battlefield whenever it opens later. I might do a video of him if I'm off work. I've got to go to work later, but if I'm off work, I might do a video of him. See what he's got. If he wins, whatever, and we'll look into it. I still got to do a dragon video. I promise you guys I will. I still got to do a dragon video. I just don't want to embarrass myself. Espartano, this guy right here, dude, he lost an account. We gave him one, and he has built it up to a level 30, and he's always just like some of the others, man. He's always lightening up the mood. He's never negative, always a positive comment. China, she's always there for me. She's always giving moral support and telling me, if that she supports what I do. Tex, he's always been there. Regulators, he's always been there. Tex has been in UNN since it began, and he will probably leave you. He'll probably leave the game if he ever leaves UNN. He's always been there. And he's always been a good guy. He's always, he don't come on that much anymore, but he's always been a good guy. Zuri, he's a good guy. I've been with him since I was in V4V, and V4V was, has been gone a long time. He came with me. He's always, he could probably be a level 30 by now, but he's always helping somebody out with resources, which I don't understand. I understand, helping somebody out, but he's always sacrificed himself for other people. Never really cared to build for himself, and that self-sacrifice right there is really commendable. Belladonna, that's my mom. She used to be 10 million power. She got zeroed out a while back by the thug. Um, she's she's always positive. She could probably be a level 30 by now if she wouldn't have given away all of her resources to people, in war and all this other stuff, in times of war and all this other stuff. ATL, I've got to commend this guy. This guy has came from basically they had the most powerful alliance and they fought the Chinese. They were the main ones against the Chinese whenever it first happened. They've always spoken out on right or wrong, no matter what. They've never, even if they were the underdogs, they have always stood up for what was right. And I mean, congratulations, ATO. You're about to get your P5. I'm so happy for you. Pirate Pogo, I did a video about her a while back. She was at 1.7 million kills. Now she's at 2.5. She got P5 and she started fighting. She's doing really good. She stood up against the thug and yeah, she took her licks, but she's also being very proactive in everything. Trabon, his alliance, he's good people. He's always a peacemaker. Crystal Meth, I think she's some type of model or something like that. She's always really cool. We've got Prince Akisio. He's brothers with Nori, I believe. Magic Baba, he's funny. He is so funny. Callie, she's always willing to help people out. Who else? There's Death. He's very a very good player. He's a very defensive player. He can defend against a lot. Seal is good people. Miss Warlord, that's ATL's wife, I believe. SK, JCVD, Frozen, they're all good people. A lot of them came from different alliances and came together and, are still doing it. Chiting, this guy right here, he's always stood up for what was right, regardless of what was going on. Even against, even against his own people's beliefs, he's always stood up for what he believed was right. And I mean, it's amazing. We all fight for peace. That's why we're all together. Right now, this guy right here is trying to bring us down. We're working together, and it's just amazing what teamwork can do. And that's what this is all about. There's no one castle that can, even if you're a billion power, there's no one, and trust me, I know people that are a billion power and they've lost battles still. There's no one castle that can rule all. You always have to have a support group. You always have, and that's why I'm saying that no matter big or small, you are important in this game. If you feel like you're not, trust me, I've been there several times. Why is she poor next to me? I've been there several times. I felt like I wasn't big enough, and it just took time. I had to grow into it. I spent money, but at the same time, the thing is that I spent money that way I can help other people out. And I know that it sounds stupid. This is a game, but I enjoy the people that I've met in this game so much that I've spent money on it. Hold on. Let me reinforce him. These people are all really good people. They've all done their part and they've all made their sacrifices. Miss SK, Hawk is a really good guy. He's always been there to help out. Always. He don't even care about himself. He helps out. I asked him if he wanted a buff. He said no. Give it to somebody else. All these people play an important role in all of this. Abs, very good people, But yeah, this is the end of my video. I can only run 15 minutes. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe. Peace.